Welcome to the Archfiend's top 10 favorite films ever made. I don't know. I'll put something more coherent in the actual title. I don't shoot and re-edit these things, people. Anyway, these are the top 10 films that are my personal favorites. Now, I think there are a lot of great films that have been made, a lot of great films that I've seen. Movies that you won't see on this list are films like Gone with the Wind or Casablanca, which I think are just phenomenal films. These are more, the movies on this list are movies that I could sit down and watch at any time. I can watch again and again. I could quote with family and friends that I just, I see it on TV, and even though it may be edited because it's on cable and lost its semi-true identity, I could still watch it. And I love watching it, even if it's long as shit. Anyway, I'm going to talk about these films and then show you a little bit of a clip. Spoiler warning, I'm going to try not to include clips that spoil the movies too much or talk about things that spoil the movie too much. But anyway, let's just get into it. Number 10, The Bad News Bears. Very often, you don't have a remake that is better than the original film, but Billy Bob Thornton and everyone proved me wrong. Wow. That remake of The Bad News Bears was so much worse than the original. Are you kidding me? I'm talking about the 1976 version. That Billy Bob Thornton version can get the hell out of here. The 1976 version, which was a movie that was made before I was even born, is one of the most quintessential movies of my childhood, playing on t-ball teams and slow pitch teams and whatever you want to call it, teams. Anyway, just youth baseball in general is such a great encapsulation. It's just such a good encapsulation of a boy's childhood. And yes, I know Amanda Tatum O'Neal was the pitcher on the team, and she was a girl, obviously. But it dealt with so many issues in a boy's life, and go see this film. It's one of my favorites. It made my top 10 list, people. Here's a clip from it.
Lucas, could you go somewhere else while I'm eating? You make me sick.
Hey, Lucas, man, how's it going?
Give it!
What do you need it for? You hardly ever play anyway.
Sit down. We was only kidding anyways.
Did you see how that looks neat, man? Hey, if we had to do that to all the bears, they might play better.
Hey, Joey, you hungry? You want my burrito?
I wouldn't eat your burrito if you paid me to.
Go on. Take it. It's the best way to eat it.
Little.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna knock your down so far you're gonna have to take off your hat. Beat the crap out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Take on one of the Yankees after this.
Hey, I'm gonna kick your butt, little shit.
You owe me 30 cents for that burrito.
Put you in the mouth. Little shit. Well, that's one bird down and 11 to go, but come to think of it, they ain't worth it.
Thanks. Nobody ever stuck up for me before. Well, Lupus, if you wiped your nose once in a while, people wouldn't give you so much crowd all the time.
Number 9. I can't stand Tom Cruise. He is just a deranged lunatic, Scientologist. But you know what? He made a lot of damn good movies. And my all-time favorite Tom Cruise movie, and honestly, I feel he actually outperformed his co-star in this movie who actually won the Oscar, and that is Rain Man. Rain Man is such a good movie. And Dustin Hoffman gets a lot of the credit for this movie for his role playing an autistic man, but Tom Cruise as just like a senseless, mostly careless human being that finds out he has a brother all of a sudden, and a bond forms between him, and even though he starts trying to use Rain Man to swindle money for himself and rip off casinos by counting cards, etc., etc. Anyways, I don't want to get into too many spoilers. This is such a good movie from beginning to end, and I know a lot of people may see Tom Cruise as the wacko Scientologist, but again, he made some good movies, and this was one of them, and this was my favorite one that he made. It's way better than Top Gun, people. I mean, I think Top Gun's overrated as all hell. But we know what I feel about Iceman if you're a longtime fan here. Anyway, enjoy a clip from the movie Rain Man.
It's a presidential suite.
Dinner's at 6:30 p.m.
And to the left is Raymond's room. Look at this big, beautiful room. All right?
This is not my room. This is definitely not my room.
It's just for tonight, right?
Hey,
I have to go back to Wahlberg
Whoa,
for dinner.
little guy. Whoa.
Yeah.
This is gonna be terrific.
Yeah.
We're brothers. Dr. Bruno wants to spend time together. We're gonna have some fun.
What did you say?
He said that.
Of course, I don't have my tapioca pudding. We have tapioca pudding for dessert.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we can do that. We can work tapioca pudding. I'm gonna call Lenny.
Of course, it's definitely not my room, and I don't have my tapioca pudding, and the bed's in the wrong place. That's definitely not my
You
bed.
don't like it there, you can move it.
Why do you want the bed?
Should be near the window. Of course, I don't have my books, and of course, there are no bookshelves. I'm definitely
No books?
out of books. I'm going to be bookless.
Oh, here's a book. Big telephone book, huh? A lot of words.
Yeah.
Lenny, pick up, will you, Lenny? I got $200,000 about to go in a shit house, and he doesn't want to answer the phone. What is it? 6 here, that means it's 9 there, huh, Susanna?
No, it's 3 there.
6:30 p.m. is dinner.
There's 3 there.
Definitely
It's
6:30.
3 o'clock. He doesn't want to answer the phone?
Orange soda. Has to be in a can with a straw. Room temperature.
Brewer told you that you should do this?
Huh?
It doesn't make sense to me.
I know what's good for him.
V-E-R-N.
Oh, God, go see what he's doing, will you?
Ray?
V-E-R-N, home.
What is it, Ray, huh?
What's happening, Holmes? Uh-oh.
Fine. Everything is fine. Charlie, let's take him home. Come on.
No, he's okay. Just get him some dinner. He'll be all right. What'd you say you wanted? Hamburger? Hamburger, Ray, huh?
Because we have pepperoni pizza Monday night for dinner.
Pizza? You got pizza in the institution?
Of course, Monday night's Italian night.
Yeah, give me Stu. This Charlie Babbitt calling.
I'm sorry, he's not here.
Where is he? I got a bit of a legal problem here.
He's out of town until tomorrow afternoon.
All right, I'll call him tomorrow.
Definitely not.
Yes, but we can watch TV here. We can. We're
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Look at this studio filled with glamorous merchandise. Fabulous and exciting bonus prizes. A pair of cars for today's busy couple. Thousands of dollars in cash. Over $150,000 just waiting to be won as we present our big bonanza of cash on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, room service suite 21. I'd like to order a large pizza. Well, pepperoni, right?
No, I don't want pepperoni.
Yeah, that's right. Large pepperoni, huh? How long is it going to take? Well, bring some beer out for 2 and orange soda. Tapioca pudding? You got tapioca pudding? Well, just bring the closest thing. All right, great.
Here, Ray.
Yeah.
Take this, and food is coming
Yeah.
shortly.
Yeah.
And I'll be right back.
Yeah. Of course, I'm going to be here for a long time, a very long time. Of course, I'm gone for good. I'm gone for good from my home.
John Hughes is my favorite director of all time. He basically helped mold my life. He made movies when I was a young kid that I'd watch the teenagers in high school, the teenagers trying to skip school, the young adults dealing with problems in this world. and just making good comedies, like writing movies like Home Alone, even though he didn't direct it. Chris Columbus directed that. But as a writer and director, he was the best. Okay, people can argue that point, but to me, he was. And one of the coolest people from my childhood was Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is everything I wanted to be as a kid. The kid that skipped school, had the town in the palm of his hand, and just had the greatest day of what I would feel was my life at the time, which Ferris Bueller probably had a dozen days like that already in his life. But man, that was just a good film. That was a great film on so many levels. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy a clip from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Incredible. One of the worst performances of my career, and they never doubted it for a second. How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this? This is my 9th sick day this semester. It's getting pretty tough coming up with new illnesses. If I go for 10, I'm probably gonna have to barf up a lung. So I better make this one count. The key to faking out the parents is the clammy hands. It's a good non-specific symptom. I'm a big believer in it. A lot of people will tell you that a good phony fever is a deadlock, but you get a nervous mother, you could wind up in a doctor's office. That's worse than school. You fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, you lick your palms. It's a little childish and stupid, but then so is high school. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I do have a test today. That wasn't bullshit. It's on European socialism. I mean, really, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists. It still wouldn't change the fact that I don't own a car. I recall Central Park in fall. How you tore your dress. What a mess, I confess. It's not that I condone fascism, or any ism for that matter. Isms, in my opinion, are not good. A person should not believe in an ism. He should believe in himself. I quote John Lennon, "I don't believe in Beatles, I just believe in me." A good point there. After all, he was the walrus. I could be the walrus. I'd still have to bum rides off of people.
Number 7 here is a movie that I would have thought was in my top 5, but then I looked at the list that I compiled for this video and I was just like, woo, it's not even going to make the top 5. It's not going to make number 6. It's number 7. And that is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Oh my God. Why did they remake that film, Tim Burton? But the Tim Burton version is more closely related to the book. Well, then the book sucks. Because the 1971 version, I think it was released in 72. Well, anyways, that version, the Gene Wilder version, was better. By miles. I talk about a movie, like this is like one of those movies when, well, see, when I was a kid, they had these things called VHS tapes. This was like one of those movies where I watched it so many times that the VHS tape like degraded. Like it was like hard to make out certain scenes because the tape degraded. The only part of the movie that was pristine was the Cheer Up Charlie song, because that got fast forwarded through and didn't, get an abrasive rubbing from the, I don't know, which it probably should have been damaged more by fast forwarding. But anyway, this movie, again, with the Ferris Bueller reference, this was everything I wanted to be as a child. Going through a huge chocolate factory with just confectionaries out the ass. Oh my God. Anyways, watch a clip from this movie, and I still stand by what I said in that video I made years ago, my Willy Wonka rant video, that Gene Wilder should have won the Oscar for Best Actor that year, but Gene Hackman won for The French Connection. Anyways, enjoy a clip from Willy Wonka and his wild, wacky, zany, why am I trying to add to it? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Now, hats, coats, galoshes over here. But hurry, please. We have so much time and so little to see. Wait a minute. Strike that. Reverse it. Thank you.
When do I get my chocolate?
First, take off your coat, Violet.
Boy, what weird-looking coat hangers.
Little surprises around every corner, but nothing dangerous. Don't be alarmed. And as soon as your outer vestments are in hand, we'll begin. Now, will the children kindly step out here?
Floods, fire, frost, of frippery.
Accidents? What kind of accidents?
I didn't know we had to sign anything for this tour.
I can't see what it says in the bottom.
Violet, you first. Sign here.
Hold it. Let me through here, you kids. Violet, baby, don't you sign anything there. What's this all about?
Standard form of contract.
Don't talk to me about contracts, Wonka. I use them myself. They're strictly for suckers.
Yes, but you wouldn't begrudge me a little protection. A drop.
I don't sign anything without my lawyer.
My Veruca don't sign anything either. Then she don't go in.
I'm sorry, rules of the house.
I want to go in. Don't you dare stop me.
I'm only trying to help you, sweetheart.
Give me that pen. You're always making things difficult.
Nicely handled, Veruca. She's a girl who knows where she's going. Violet.
Oh, wait a minute. What's all that small print there at the bottom?
Oh, if you have any problems, dial information. Thank you for calling. Mike, Augustus.
Violet. Violet.
I assume there's an accident indemnity clause.
Never between friends.
Saw this in a movie once. Guy signed his wife's insurance policy. Then he bumped her off.
Clever.
What about me, Grandpa?
Sign away, Charlie. We got nothing to lose.
Let's go in. Come on.
Patience, patience, little dear. Everything has to be in order. Everyone signed? Yes. Good. On we go. $99, $44, 100% pure. Just through the other door, please. Well, I know there's a door here someplace.
I don't like this one. I don't like it at all.
Is this a trick or something, Wonka?
Help, Mr. Wonka, help! I'm getting squashed. Save me!
Is it my soul that calls upon my name?
Let me out or I'll scream. Somebody's touching me.
Now look here, Wonka.
Excuse me, question time will come at the end of the session. We must press on. Come along. Come along. Ah, here we are.
Oh, don't be a darn fool, Wonka. That's the way we came in.
It is. Are you sure?
We've just come through there.
How do you like that?
What is this, Wonka? Some kind of fun house?
Why, having fun?
I've had enough. I'm not going in there.
Come on, Violet. We're getting out of here.
Oh, you can't get out backwards. Gotta go forwards to go back. Better press on.
Hey, the room is getting smaller.
No, it's not. He's getting bigger.
He's at it again.
Where's the chocolate?
I doubt if there is any.
I doubt if any of us will get out of here alive.
Oh, you should never, never doubt what nobody is sure about.
You're not squeezing me through that tiny door.
You're off your bleeding nut, Wonka. No one can get through there.
My dear friends, you are now about to enter the nerve center to the entire Wonka factory.
Number 6 is what I feel is the best mob movie ever made. And guess what? It ain't The Godfather. Now, The Godfather is a fantastic film, but I can't get past Marlon Brando. I'm a mob boss. I talk like this. Hey, I'm a mob boss. Take me serious. Shut up! I can't take that character. I know it's a film, Suspend your disbelief, Archfiend. Stop having to stick up your ass about it. I can't get over Marlon Brando commanding respect as a mob boss with cotton balls shoved in his mouth. I can barely be discernible, but I'm a mob. Shit. Anyways, the best mob film ever made is Goodfellas. Fight Me. Martin Scorsese, one of the best directors ever. Fight Me. Well, no one disagrees with that. I love this film. This film is probably the most quoted movie in my daily life, next to film number 1, but we gotta wait till the next video for that. Anyway, here you go, people. A scene from Goodfellas, and it's a little bit of a spoiler. Ray Liotta's Cale ends up going to jail. Henry Hill ends up going to jail, but that's like common sense. And it's a lovely depiction of what mobster life was like, and from what we found out is actually very accurate to what their life was like when mobsters go to jail. Well, at least when Henry Hill went to jail. Anyways, enjoy this clip.
Now take me to jail. In prison, dinner was always a big thing. We had a pasta course, and then we had a meat or a fish. Paulie did the prep work. He was doing a year for contempt, and he had this wonderful system for doing the garlic. He used a razor, and he used to slice it so thin that it used to liquefy in the pan with just a little oil. It's a very good system. Vinny was in charge of the tomato sauce.
Ah, got the smell. Got three kinds of meat in the meatball.
What'd you put in there?
Veal, beef, and pork.
Ah, good, but you gotta have the pork.
Oh, that's the flavor.
I felt he used too many onions, but it was still a very good sauce.
Vinny, don't put too many onions in the sauce.
I didn't put too much onions, Paul. 3 small onions, that's all I did.
3 onions? How many cans of tomatoes you put in there?
I put 2 cans, 2 big cans.
You don't need 3 onions.
Johnny Dio did the meat. We didn't have a broiler, so Johnny did everything in pans. I used to smell up the joint something awful, and the hacks used to die, but he still cooked a great steak.
Vinny, how do you like yours?
Rare, medium rare.
Medium rare. An aristocrat.
See, you know, when you think of prison, you get pictures in your mind of all those old movies with rows and rows of guys behind bars. But it wasn't like that for Wise Guys. It really wasn't that bad, except that I missed Jimmy. He was doing his time in Atlanta.
Vinny, give me 2 steaks while you're in there, all right, John? Sure enough, she goes in a
I mean, everybody else in the joint was doing real time, all mixed together, living like pigs. But we lived alone. I mean, we owned the joint.
Well, battered them 2 son of a bitches. Good. You couldn't recognize them.
Good, they deserved it.
Even the hacks we couldn't bribe would never rat on the guys that we did.
The neighborhood had respect. People loved one another. They left your doors open.
Sorry it took so long. The skinny guard's getting to be a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that bastard.
I took care of him.
All right, what'd you bring?
All right, bread.
Good. Fresh.
Vinny, I got your peppers and onions, salami, prosciutto, a lot of cheese.
Come on. What else?
Scotch.
Nice.
Some red wine.
Okay. Now we could eat.
I got some white, too.
Give me the white, too. Beautiful. Okay, boys, let's eat. Come on, it's ready. Vinny.
I'm gonna have some more bread.
Tomorrow we eat sandwiches. You gotta go on a diet, Vinny.
Sandwiches are a kid.
Believe me. Johnny? Read. Yeah, read them and wait. What are you doing? Yeah, I'll take that. Hey, tired of losing.
All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah. We're going for a walk in the park.
So there you have it. Video number 1 of the... It's weird. It's like the bottom 5, I guess. Because the top 5 would be the number 1 through 5. So the bottom 5 is the other half of the top. Mind blown. So there you go. The bottom 5 of the top 10 list of Archfiend's favorite movies of all time. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll leave this hanging for a day or two. And then I'll put the second top 5. I'll put numbers 1 through 5 out in a couple days. And if you want to, feel free in the comments below to take a guess at. I'd be curious to what you guys think, especially the longtime fans out there. What you guys think are my top 5 films. I'll give you a clue. 2 of them are black and white films, and we'll see if you can guess from there. Are some of them on the shelf behind me? Maybe, probably, but again, Gone with the Wind is on the shelf behind me, but I think that's an amazing film, but it's not one of my all-time favorites. Anyway, feel free to guess below what movies you think are in my top 5. In fact, you might be seeing a clue. It's just bold as day right in front of you right now. And it might not be that James Bond poster back there. Anyway, do you like or disagree with anything that I put on my list? Well, I don't care. It's my favorites. I'm not saying that this is stuff that you should think is top 10. Anyway, I'll have that video out for you in a couple days. I hope you enjoyed this somewhat long video that's going to be pushing half an hour, probably beyond that. So, a couple days, I'll upload that number 1 through 5, and tell me if you want me to do some sort of video like this again in the future here, because I have a couple of ideas I want to float out there. That is all for now.